Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I normally post on here. I normally do vlogs of my daily life and clothing hauls and things like that, but I had a sleep study done. You guys know I have sleep apnea, and I had to spend a night at the sleep center a couple of nights ago. And so I just wanted to come on here and make a video about my experience at the sleep center, what they did, you know, how I felt, basically my experience spending the night there. And because I thought that it would help somebody. Like, I went to the sleep center not knowing exactly what was gonna happen. When they made the appointment for me and they called to confirm it like a few days before, they just said to wear something comfortable and, you know, to sleep in, and to bring my insurance card and ID. That was all they told me about what was, you know, what was going on. And so I kind of went in there not knowing what to expect. So I wanted to make this video because I feel like it might help somebody. You know, so yeah. So here's my experience at the sleep center. So it all started with me talking to my doctor about being super tired, and I snore, and I feel like I probably have sleep apnea. And so they referred me to the sleep center, and they gave me like this little pack thing to take home with me. I had to sleep with it on for 2 nights in a row. If you follow me on my channel, then you remember me. I think I even vlogged it. And I did that and returned the little sleep pack thing that they gave me. And it was just a simple little wire that goes like in the nose and like around your ear. It wasn't like a full CPAP like mask, like machine. It was just like this little thing that goes around your belly and it clips to your side, and you wear this belt, and then, like I said, the little like air piece, like kind of like an oxygen hose type of thing. And I just wore that for 2 nights, and it wasn't too uncomfortable. That was fine. And once I returned that, I had to wait for my results to come in, and they told me that with that home study, that's what they called it, a home study, that the results came back that I have severe sleep apnea, like severe sleep apnea. I don't know exactly what my results are offhand, but I just know that I stopped breathing, or I had like episodes, they call them, multiple times an hour, like a lot. And they said my sleep apnea is severe. I definitely need a CPAP machine. And I just found out that because I have to get a procedure done, I have to get a scope done, and they're going to put me under anesthesia. And they told me that I need to go to the hospital to have this done since I have sleep apnea. I guess it's more riskier to be put under anesthesia if you have sleep apnea. So that's just a little tip. If you are going to be getting put under for any type of surgery or anything, make sure they know you have sleep apnea, because it's risky if they don't know. And I didn't know that till just recently. But yeah, so they had set me up for this appointment to sleep at the sleep center, and that's what this video is about, in my experience there. This test that they had me sleep at the sleep center for is called the CPAP titration study. So what happened is I packed just some pajamas, and I packed some extra pajama bottoms just in case, because I have, this is embarrassing, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because I'm sure a lot of people experience this, but sometimes I don't make it to the bathroom in the middle of the night, especially when it's with my, I'm experiencing kidney, I think it's kidney stones. I'm going through the process of trying to figure out what this pain is in my side, or my rib area that goes to my back. And so a lot of times I'm in a lot of pain when I wake up in the morning or wake up in the middle of the night, and sometimes I don't make it to the bathroom. So I just carried extra clothes just in case. I was like, oh Lord, I hope I don't pee my pants at this place. I didn't, thankfully, but man, it's just life. One of those things life hands you, you know. And so I brought extra clothes. I brought a toothbrush so I can brush my teeth, some toothpaste. I brought a wash rag they did give me a wash rag and like a little hand towel when I woke up in the morning, but I brought one just so that I can, like, you know, wash my face or whatever. I just wanted a wash rag just in case, you know, in case I, you know, peed my pants and I needed to wash up or whatever. So I brought a wash rag just in case, and extra clothes, toothbrush, toothpaste. I think that was all that I brought. Oh, I brought some water, just in case I needed to drink something in the morning, which I didn't. I thought my mouth would be all dry and stuff. You basically just pack what you think you're gonna need. If you like to read before you go to bed, anything like that, you know, bring your phone. I brought my charger, my phone, which I didn't end up even using it. Whatever you think you're gonna need to fall asleep, because you basically go there and then you just sleep. That's it. So I get there. I had to be there at 8 o'clock, or I think it was 8:15 p.m. and I got there at 8. I went a little bit early. So I walked into the building, I parked, I walked into the building. The first thing she asked was, she said, "Hi, what's your name?" Gave her my name. "What's your birth date?" Gave her my birth date. And then she said, "You're going to be down here in this room." So she walked me to the room that I was going to be sleeping in. And it looks like a room. It looks like a hotel room. It didn't look like a hospital or anything like that. It looked like a hotel room. It was nice. It was comfy. The bed was comfy. The air was on really high, so it was kind of cold in there. But she did tell me if I wanted to change the temperature, I could. But I know me. I might be cold when I fall asleep, but I always wake up in the middle of the night hot, or first thing in the morning, I'm like super hot. So I was like, just keep it cold the way it is. I'll just get under the blankets and, you know, I'll be fine. But the room was cold. There's a bathroom in there. There's a TV if you want to watch TV. There's a clock so you know what time it is. There is a camera on the ceiling because they do see you. That was kind of weird, going to sleep knowing that there was somebody watching me. They could hear you and they could see everything that you're doing. So don't do anything crazy. Because they are watching and listening the entire night. So I go into this room, I'm looking around. She showed me the bathroom. She gave me this paper. It's like a questionnaire, and the questions were like, how likely are you to fall asleep driving? How likely are you to fall asleep reading a book? How likely are you to fall asleep watching TV? How likely are you fall asleep talking to someone, like one-on-one? Just questions like that, because to see, you know, how tired you are throughout the day. That was one of the reasons why I had mentioned sleep apnea, because I was so tired all the time, all day long, and I still feel that way. But I was so tired, I used to like fall asleep driving in the morning. I would doze off in the morning driving to work. And I was telling my person that I work for about it, and she has sleep apnea. And she's like, yeah, you know, that's a sign of sleep apnea. I was like, really? I was like, maybe I'm just tired because I have 2 young kids and I work long hours and I'm just super exhausted all the time. She's like, well, do you snore? I'm like, yeah, like a bear. I'm like, I snore so much that, you know, my ex didn't want to sleep in bed with me because it was so loud. And so she kind of convinced me to get some help to ask about sleep apnea, and that's what started the whole testing and everything. All right, I kind of went a little bit off the story. So I fill out this questionnaire. There was also questions about the medication that you take, and that was basically it. I went into the bathroom, I changed into something comfy, and actually, no, I didn't change. Yeah, I did change into something comfy. Sorry, I did bring some clothes to change into. I mean, you could definitely go there in the pajamas that you plan on sleeping with anyway, if you want to, but I did change when I got there. I wore a tank top because I wasn't sure what I needed to wear, because I knew that I was probably going to be hooked up to a bunch of stuff because it is a sleep study. So I wanted to wear something comfy, so I wore a sleeveless, like, tank top, wife beater, whatever you want to call those types of shirts. And then I had on a really loose pair of pajama, like, capri pants type of things, but they were really loose, really roomy, because I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know what they were going to put on me. And so I went to the bathroom, I changed, I came back out, and she's, it's like I don't know if she saw me on the camera or what, but I came back out, and as soon as I came out, she came into the room, and she kind of went over everything that was going to be happening. She told me about the camera in the room and how she was going to be listening and watching, and she showed me all the wires that she was going to put on me. She said that I was going to sleep with a mask, a machine, and there were different types of masks, and I can try as many as I want. And she brought a whole bunch in on a cart with her with all these like wires and stuff to put on me. And she basically just went over, you know, the night of what was going to happen. She explained that she was going to be in another room, and all I had to do was just say, hey, you know, I gotta go to the bathroom, or hey, I'm uncomfortable. She's like, I will hear you. She's like, you don't have to yell it, you don't have to scream it, I will hear you. Just normally say, hey, I have to go to the bathroom. She said, at any time I need anything, just say it, and she'll hear me and she'll come in. So she did stay in the other room the whole time. It's not like they're sitting there staring at you. I mean, they are through the camera, but it was very, felt like I was sleeping in a hotel room. It was comfortable. The bed was comfy. There was 2 pillows, and they were kind of flat for me. I like a lot of pillows. And I brought my neck pillow because I can't sleep without like cushion on my neck, or I have horrible back pain and neck pain. So if that's you and you have special pillows that you sleep with, or if you need more than 2 really flat pillows, probably bring your own, or maybe ask them if they can give you pillows. I thought about asking, but I was like, no, I don't want to be one of those annoying people. So I just kind of make do with what I had. As long as I had my neck pillow, I was good though. But I definitely could have used more pillows. With me having the pain on my side, I like to sleep with a pillow like underneath my side, kind of. It just helps with the pain in the morning. But I was fine. I actually woke up and I wasn't in any pain, and I was surprised. So it must have, the bed must have been really good because it was a comfy bed. But sorry, I'm drinking coffee. So yeah, she came in with her little cart, and you know, she's telling me everything that she's going to be doing and how the night's going to go. She also said that she's going to be adjusting the air pressure. Was it air pressure or airflow? I think it was air pressure to my CPAP machine, and she can do it from where she was out there. She didn't have to keep coming in and bothering me. She did say that sometimes people wake up every time the pressure changes, which means more air is coming in. She said she's gonna start it at the lowest level, like very slightly air, which it felt like a lot to me. It felt like a lot was coming in at that point. But she said that a lot of people wake up when the pressure changes. And what else did she say? Basically, we're just going over what was going to happen. Which I wish they would have did that before the appointment, so that way I kind of had an understanding of what was happening before I went, because I was super nervous going in there and had no idea what to really expect. I mean, I expected to probably sleep with the machine, but I had no idea like all this stuff was going to be on me. I thought it was just going to be a mask. So once we got started, she started hooking me up. I had wires that had to go in my shirt. There was things stuck to me. There was I think there was one stuck to my arm, at the back of my arm, and then there was a second set of wires that had to go down my pants. FYI, little tip, if you do have accidents or whatever, or when you put the wires down your pants, make sure they are like under the underwear or boxers as well, if you think that you might need to like change in the middle of the night if you have accidents or whatever. I know some people do, they have incontinence, so that's just a little tip, because when I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night, when I pulled my pants down to go to the bathroom, I noticed the wires were like in the way. Like if I needed to take my underwear off or whatever, I wouldn't be able to, because the wires were down my leg, and I don't know how to explain it. They were down my leg and then they were stuck to like my calves. So make sure you can, you know, undress if you need to in the middle of the night. Like, just make sure the wires are under the underwear, if that makes sense, and not over the underwear, because you won't be able to take underwear off. I hope I'm explaining this well. That was just something that I noticed. But I didn't notice it until I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night and saw that my pants weren't going all the way down because the wires were there. So, yeah, you will have stuff stuck to your legs. You will have wires going down each leg, wires stuck to your legs with this little sticky stuff. You will have it on your chest. You also have it in your hair. She was saying, here's another tip, if you have long hair, she was saying how some people come in and they like to wear their hair down when they go to sleep, but it makes it hard to put the things in on your head. They have like this really sticky stuff that they rub on your scalp, and then they stick these wires to it. And I had my hair up in a bun at the top of my head, and she said that that was perfect because all she had to do was just stick her finger in between the hair, rub that stuff in, and then stick a sticker or stick a wire. Where when some people have their hair down, it's, you know, you got to go through the hair. She said it was just so much easier with me having my hair up like that. So that's just a little tip right there for you. Just know that you will have stuff stuck to your head, and it is hard to get out in the morning. That's why they give you a wash rag and they give you a bottle of baby hair wash. She said that that works the best, that you have to shampoo your hair twice with that. They give you a little bottle of it, and that stuff is green and it's sticky and it dries overnight, and that's just an FYI for you too. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna have all these dots all over your forehead and in your hair of like sticky goopy stuff where wires were coming out. So be prepared for that. I woke up in the morning and I was like, whoa. I was like, all these green dots. What else? Let's see, what else? And then you go through the process. Actually, I think I went through the process of picking a mask before she hooked me up to all those thingies. Because once I got hooked up, I was ready to lay into bed. And she said, don't worry if I have to go to the bathroom. She doesn't have to unhook all that stuff. There's just one box that everything is plugged into. It's plugged into something else. She just pulls that out, and all the wires are plugged into this one box you have to carry with you to the bathroom. And that was a little awkward because, like, it was weird. I didn't know where to put this thing. They should put like a hook on the wall or something so that way you can hook that thing, so that way your hands are free. Because like I'm going to the bathroom and I'm like holding this thing and I'm trying to like put it on my lap, or trying to figure out somewhere to put it so it doesn't fall, and I didn't want to like break it if it fell. But I think that they should put some kind of a hook or something on the wall next to the toilet so you can just put it there and then your hands are free. That's my opinion. If they had like a little suggestion thing, I probably would have suggested that, because that was a little awkward, especially being half asleep. But yeah, so it's easy to go to the bathroom. You don't have to worry about getting unhooked. Before I did get hooked up with all the wires, like I said, I kind of skipped ahead. I did try on masks. Like I said, she brought in a whole bunch of masks in with her, and they were on the cart. And she's like showing me all these masks, and she's showing which ones are like the most used, that the most people go with, and all these options. And she's like, you can try on as many as you want. And I was like, if I open these and I try these on and I don't like them, you have to throw these away, don't you? She's like, yeah, but don't worry about that. She's like, I don't want you to worry about that. It's all about you finding a comfortable mask. And I felt bad, because I mean, I would literally have this mask on my face for like a few seconds or like a minute, and then like I'm like, nope, nope, and then they had to throw it away. It's like such a waste, but that's just who I am. I felt kind of bad, but she told me don't worry about that. So the first mask that I tried on, let's talk about the masks. The first mask that I tried on was the smallest mask because I'm thinking to myself, I don't want this big ass thing on my face when I sleep. So of course I chose the smallest mask, which was just for the nose. That was the worst. Even though it was the smallest and I thought it would be the most comfortable, it was the worst. She said, when I snore, do I open my mouth? And I said, I'm pretty sure I do. I'm not sure because nobody's never told me, but I'm pretty sure I do. She said, if you are a mouth breather and you open your mouth when you sleep, which I think most people do, I cannot wear a mask that just covers the nose. So she let me try it anyway because I said I wasn't sure if I was or not. I said, well, can I try it? And if I happen to open my mouth when I sleep, can you come in and change the mask? And she said, sure. But I really, really wanted the smaller mask with just the nose covering. But when she put it on, I don't know if it's just because I have a wide nose, it kind of pinched my nose on the side. It was really uncomfortable, and I'm just thinking to myself, is this something I could sleep with every night and feel this uncomfortableness? And she's like, well, let me hook it up to the machine. There's a CPAP machine next to your bed. And she's like, I'm going to put it on the lowest pressure just so you can see what it feels like. I said, okay. When that air went into my nose, my mouth was like, I had to start breathing through my nose. I felt like I was drowning. I'm like, nope, I can't do it. I was like, you guys take this off. I can't do it. And she's like, it's okay. We'll just try another mask. Like, I felt like she said it was on the lowest setting, and I felt like there was so much air going through my nose. It was hard for me to swallow, and it was hard for me to breathe. I felt like I was drowning, and I had to open my mouth to breathe out of my mouth. And she said, you can't do that because the air is just going through the nose and coming out of the mouth, and it's not helping at all. So that was a no-go. So we tried another one where it covered my mouth, where I was able to open it. It covered my mouth. She said that the mask does not go under the chin. So if you have a mask and it goes under the chin, it's not properly fitting. It has to go over the chin, which it probably would have been more comfortable if it was under the chin, but it has to go over the chin, like right here. And so I tried that one on, and that one just covered my mouth, and it sat underneath my nose, and the air blew up my nose. And I didn't like that one either. I was like, I don't know what this is, but I definitely can't wear this thing. It was just not, it wasn't gonna cut it. She said that there are some people who come in, they start trying on the masks, and they're just like, nope, I can't do it, and they walk out and they leave. Like, they don't even stay to do the study because they just cannot wear the mask at night. It must be some sort of like a fear or claustrophobic, or that's how it feels. So if you have any issues with that, you're probably gonna have issues with wearing a mask. She said something about an implant that they just came out with that they're experiencing, where they can implant something in you. I don't know. I forgot what she said it was called, but I was like, what? And anytime anybody talks about some implants, I'm just like, yeah, no thanks. But there is some kind of an implant for sleep apnea. She was saying that they don't have it yet, but they'll eventually get it, but they're testing it out in other places. And I'm like, yeah. I think I'd rather sleep with a mask first. I don't know about implanting stuff inside me. That's new. I wish I knew the name of it. I can't remember. But I'm sure you can Google it and find it. I tried on a few different masks. The one that I ended up choosing, there was this other one that was like they call it the full face mask, where it covers the nose and your mouth. That's one of the ones that I tried, but it had like this like pointy thing that goes up like this, and then the hose came out the top of your head. I was like, nah. Definitely not wearing that one to sleep. I didn't even want to try that on. I was like, nope, not trying that one on. It looks crazy, and the hose is like coming this way. But I chose one that covered my nose and covered my mouth, and the hose is like comes out this way and over. I have it downstairs. I should grab it. But it was the most comfortable for me. So you just have to go through the masks and try which one is comfortable for you. Do not be afraid to tell them that it's not comfortable. Tell them it's not comfortable, because you're going to be stuck wearing this thing every single night. So make sure you keep trying them on. If you have to try every single last one of them on to find out which one is the most comfortable for you. But I think I stopped at like number 4 or 5, and I was like, this is, I can handle this one. And she's like, okay, we'll try this one. If at night you think that you need to change, just let me know and we can try some more. I said, okay. But yeah, I found one that I could tolerate, that felt comfortable. And she tried it with the air pressure so that I can feel what it was like with the air going through my nose. Of course, I had to open my mouth again, but because I had my mouth covered, it was fine. So after that, I got hooked up to all the stuff like I was telling you before, and I went to sleep. I laid down. Right before I fell asleep, right after she left, I got comfortable. She hooked me up, hooked the mask up. I had air flowing through my nose, and I was ready for bed. And I lay down, and she's like, we just have to go over a few things, and you can go ahead and go to sleep. If you want to turn the TV on, you can. I said I couldn't get the mask on. My glasses and the mask was just not going to happen. So I said I can't watch TV because I can't wear my glasses with this mask on. I can't fall asleep with this mask on and watch TV. It's not going to work with my glasses. So I said I'll just sit here on my phone or something till I fall asleep, and she said that was fine. But she left the room, and then I heard her on the little intercom thing, and she's like, all right, I need you to do a few things for me. She had me move my head from left to right. She had me move my legs in like all these different positions. Oh geez, what else did she have me do? I had to like blink and like breathe and just all these like little tests. I think it was so that she could monitor my movements and my breathing, and if my eyes were open or closed and things like that, like if I was awake, or there was just like all these like little weird things that I had to do laying in bed, just laying there. And then once that was done, she's like, all right, good night. And I just laid there, and I was thinking to myself, I cannot believe this is my life. I cannot believe I'm gonna have to sleep like this every night for the rest of my life. Like, that's what I was thinking, falling asleep. And I was just, my thoughts were going, and I eventually fell asleep. It didn't take me long to fall asleep. I'm so tired and exhausted by the end of the night. I don't know if it's because I have sleep apnea and I don't sleep well at night. She said that I'll start feeling better within a week of using this machine. So we'll see if I start being less sleepy. If it's just my life and my children and just, being tired all the time and just always having stuff to do. I don't know. I didn't know that I'm tired all the time. I'm tired constantly. And apparently that's a symptom of having sleep apnea, because you don't sleep great at night. So while I was sleeping, I did wake up a few times. I woke up because the mask kept moving, and when the mask wasn't in place, I would have what they call leaks, and it would leak out on the bottom, like you would feel the air coming out. Or the thing that was really getting on my nerves is the mask under here would move, and then the air would start blowing into my freaking eyes. And I remember waking up and my eyeballs were freezing because the air was in my eyeballs, like blowing into my eyes. And she called it a leak, and she did come into the room a couple of times because I was fidgeting with the mask. I was half asleep and I was irritated, and she's like, what's wrong? She called her through the intercom, and I said, my eyes are cold. I said I could feel air blowing into my eyes. And she came in and she adjusted the mask, and she said that she likes people to learn how to adjust their masks themselves, so that when they're home alone and they're sleeping and something like that happens, you need to know how to move the mask around, how to tighten the straps on the side, basically how to, you know, fix a problem yourself. But she tightened the things, and when she did that, it went back to where it was. I kind of moved it on my face a little bit, and then she left the room and I went back to sleep. And that happened a few times, where I had to adjust the mask. I woke up because I could feel it blowing like on my chin or my eyes, and I adjusted it and then it was fine. But she only came in the room, I think, that one time to adjust it. And then after she told me she likes people to learn how to adjust it themselves, so that way they know what to do when they're at home, I kind of adjusted it myself after that. But I did wake up a few times because of the mask moving and the air blowing on my face. And it was cold in there too, so like it blows cold air out of the machine, so you definitely feel a leak when you get one. I was told by somebody at work when I was talking about my sleep study that he said that to wash your face at night and make sure there's no makeup or no oils or anything on your face, and that will keep the mask from sliding. And I was like, I wonder if that's true. Because I thought maybe the mask just wasn't tight enough. I don't know. But I'll see when I get my machine. I haven't gotten it yet. I have to wait for the doctors to call me back about my results. I already got my results. I have the UPMC My Chart app thingy, and I got my results. I think my level, my pressure is, I want to say a 12. I think it's a 12. I think so. But like the results, I don't understand none of that stuff, so I'm waiting for them to call me and tell me what all of it means. I mean, I have it in front of me on the app, but I don't know what that stuff means. So it was an experience. It wasn't a bad experience, but it was definitely a nervous experience, not knowing what was happening. So I just wanted to make this video so you guys can kind of have an idea what's going to happen if you have to go get one of these done. It wasn't a bad experience. They do wake you up at 5 o'clock in the morning. They unhook you, you go to the bathroom, you get all that goopy stuff out of your hair. You don't wash your hair there. They give you the shampoo to take home with you. But I just like wiped all the stuff off my forehead and stuff. It was still in my hair when I left, but I went home and took a shower and then went to work. I was able to go to work the next morning. I thought I was going to be super exhausted and not be able to work the next day, but I did. I had to work at 8 o'clock the next day. But I got enough sleep to where I could go to work. Like, I didn't think I was going to be able to, but I did. And yeah, they wake you up at 5 and you're out of there about 5:30, 5:45. It just depends on how long it takes you to, you know, get ready, brush your teeth if you want to brush your teeth. It's pretty quick to get everything off of you. It's a lot faster than it is to put it on you. And I think you sign a paper before you leave, and that's it. You just walk out, and that's your sleep study. I feel like everybody's experience is going to be different. Like, it's going to be the same as far as what happens when you're there, but your sleep, how you sleep at night, the mask that you pick, like, that's going to be different. But it's going to be the same process of picking a mask and, you know, getting all the stuff hooked up on you, and what you do before you go to bed, if you watch TV, if you play on your phone. I wanted to play on my phone, like I wanted to watch videos on my phone, but the fact that she could see and hear everything that I was doing, I didn't want to like play, because I wanted to get on TikTok and like watch videos and stuff, and I knew that she would be able to hear all that, so I didn't do that. She also said that some people would turn on white noise on their phone, and that interrupted what she could hear. So if you are someone that sleeps with white noise, they are going to recommend that you don't, because they need the room to be quiet so they can hear you. That's another tip. And I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. I probably will after this video, but that's pretty much my experience. She said once they call me back and talk to me about the results, I can go ahead and pick a provider. She gave me a paper of providers to go through for the CPAP machine, and she said it takes about 2 weeks to get my machine. After I pick a provider and the insurance approves for it, I'll have a machine within 2 weeks. And yeah, so right now I'm just waiting for them to call me, and once they call me, I can tell them who I want to go through, and I should have my machine. I'll probably have it next month sometime, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not excited to get this. I'm really not, but the fact that I could stop breathing in the middle of the night and not wake up and my baby sleep in bed with me is very scary. So I'm gonna do this for them, for me, for them, because I don't want them to find me in the morning, you know, gone. So hopefully I get better sleep, and hopefully I'm not so tired during the day, and we'll see how it goes. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Here's a quick shot of my mask that I chose. It looks insane, but it was the most comfortable for me. And like I said, I have a hard time with glasses. Like, yeah, I can't. It just doesn't work with the glasses. I can't see. My glasses are crooked. No, I can't see. Like, they're not sitting right to where I could see. So I can't wear my glasses. There's this little hose. This will be hooked up to the machine, and then I just put it in like that. And she said that if I needed to go to the bathroom, I can just unhook this, keep this on, and go to the bathroom, so that way I don't have to redo this head thing, and come back and just put this back on and turn the machine back on. So this is gonna be me at night. Every night for the rest of my life now. But yeah, so this is the one I chose. I just wanted to pop on and show you guys that real quick. These are magnetic. Where is it? I can't see because I have my glasses on, but they're magnetic. Sexy, huh?